To me, my dad really means, a family man.
I mean, he's just really been my lifelong hero. I talk about my dad all the time.
He's hardworking, he's humble, he's really just the most amazing man that I've ever seen.
And if he weren't here, I don't know how I would deal with kind of life's challenges.
In my late 30s, I thought, in pretty good shape. I was at the prime of my life, just had gotten a big promotion. I found out my wife got cancer. And I got a really bad viral infection about that time. I felt really bad for a couple of weeks, and I slowly recovered, but then my heart kicked out of rhythm. And that's when I was told that I probably had cardiomyopathy, that my heart muscle was damaged, and that the only cure was heart transplantation. Everyone that knows me and cares about me knew that heart disease was part of my life. This was just something I had to live with, and I was not going to let it define me. Every time I went into the operating room, I would literally have a moment of terror where I would realize that one day they would wheel me in that room and they would have to take out my heart and put a new one in.
2 months to the date that we were going to get married, he said, "I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get married." And that's because he put his name on the list for the heart transplant.
The phone rang, and she said, "Mr. Daniel, it's Amanda. I think we have a heart for you." I think the word surreal is the one that comes to mind because, that moment is something that I've been thinking about for 20 years.
I just kind of talked to him and say, "You're going to be strong. You got to be here for the boys." And he just pulled together because his boys are his everything. And so for me, it was just really hard. And I just remember him saying to me, like, "I'm ready to meet your grandmother on the other side." And I said, "My granny's not ready to see you, so you got to stay strong." The day after surgery, he was sitting up in his chair, giving thumbs up. They gave him like a heart pillow, so of course, whenever he coughed, he can hold on to that pillow.
When I got out of the hospital, the first thing I did was get a piece of paper and a pencil, and I wrote a letter to the donor family saying, "I don't know if you ever want to meet, but by your gift of life, you gave my new wife a partner and saved my sons from being orphans. They already lost their mom."
If I had an opportunity to meet the American Heart Association researchers, I would hug them and just share John's story and just thank them for all of the research that they've done.
I know my father will work his hardest to make sure that he uses this extra bit of life that he was given to do good.
I made a commitment, if I survived this surgery and had a successful transplant, that for the rest of my life, anyone that would listen, I would talk about my story. And I would tell people the importance of research, the importance of giving to research, the importance of being a donor, because it made a difference in my life and it'll make a difference in a lot of others. My why is to make a difference. I get up every day thinking, I want to be a great boss for the people that work for me. I want to be a great dad for the sons. And I want to be a great husband for my wife, and that's my why.